effect on other things, whether it's gun control or violence, in a neighborhood or whatever the case is. I think one thing that we tend to do a little too much of, at least at higher levels, is, we come in, we have a discussion, and we end up stuck in neutral, basically because there is so much that goes into trying to fix any type of system that you almost don't even know where to start. And and so because of that, we end up, again, like I said, stuck in neutral. And one phrase, I don't even remember who I got it from, but it's a silly little statement with an answer, and it's how do you eat an elephant? Well, you eat it one bite at a time. And so one of the ways that we do that within the employment that I have is we try to boil down what the actual, at least the first question that we want to answer and fix. So if that means we want to gain some type of control over firearms, then that needs to be what we focus on. But we can't necessarily focus on the education system at the same time, or the criminal aspect of firearms, as well. We can't do it all at once. And then we also have to have the realization that even if we put all the rules in place to, kind of like what your book said, dealing with semi-automatic weapons, even if you put down all the regulation and laws with that, you still have millions of firearms that are out and about, and you're never going to get control of all of them. So sometimes you got to take a step back and say, you know what, that ship has sailed. So let's push past that and start trying to figure out how do we make it so that the kids are good to go, okay? Maybe that's the question that we need to boil down and really focus on. Does that mean we have to put a cop in every school, even though it's, over 100,000 schools in the U.S.? Mm-hmm. Now we got to deal with the funding of it, right? Now we got to make sure that the level of police that you put inside the schools is able to take on a burden, such as that, because you know what I mean. So it's so much, but you got to start somewhere. So so that's from what I'm hearing, everybody wants to help, everybody wants to have the discussion, or a lot of people do. I shouldn't say everybody, right? But we have to think, okay, what is the one thing that we can start with, and then start fixing it, and then as other problems appear, now let's prioritize them and continue and continue and continue, because just like the doctor was saying, yeah, it's an evolutionary process, but damn, evolution takes a long time. Okay, and so yeah, if you're looking for a utopian society where everybody is just happy and calm, I'm gonna tell you what, it's gonna take a long damn time to get there, and we ain't gonna see it, because there are evil people out in this on this earth. All they want to do is take advantage and hurt the person that's next to them. So you got to go into it with some sense of reality, and then just start.
Because otherwise you wouldn't have a damn job, right? I said, because otherwise you wouldn't have a damn job.
And I tell you what, I have no worries that my job is going anywhere. I'll tell you that.
All right, Langston, I definitely want to hear your thoughts. No, I'm sorry about that, brother.